Elky baby. That's one. So once, right. Also a scholar athlete. Elky baby. I tell you what. At the beginning of the year, I kind of didn't know what to do with this kid because I didn't see him play a lot last year on the JV team, and I kind of asked Damien, like, hey, what do you think of Elky baby? And he said he's a good kid, works really hard, and he's going to do whatever you ask him to do. And he did. At times, we'd ask him to play right side. At times, we'd ask him to play the back row, and there was a lot of times I said, oh, you're out. And he's like, come on, coach. And I tell you what, at times when the season was tough and we weren't playing so well or we were getting beat by somebody, I could look at Elky baby and just kind of laugh, or he could make me laugh, just smile and be goofy. And he lightened the mood in practice. And I think at times you kind of need somebody to do that, you know, when the year's rough. And he did a very good job lightening the mood in practice. I kind of hope he will do a little bit better job when it comes to playing volleyball next year for us a little bit. But I look forward to coaching him and lightening the mood in practice, I guess, next year. That's Elky baby. Johnny Watkins. Very sharp dress, Johnny Watkins, looking good. Johnny Watkins, him and Elky baby they're a pair. These guys are classic. They should not be separated like Vince or Red. You guys should stay together, okay? Okay. Johnny Watkins, great athlete, phenomenal athlete, and I wish he was a little bit taller. That would help him in this sport, but he gets a lot out of his body, and being an athlete, he's a great athlete. Actually, a fairly short story. One of the coaches on my campus this year came up to me and said, you know, talk to me about Johnny Watkins. And I was like, great kid, works hard, pretty good athlete. How's he at volleyball? Well, he's not bad. Well, do you think he can quit volleyball and do track? And I was like, you can ask him, but I'm not going to ask him that. He's actually somebody who I think would excel at various sports on our campus, in pretty much any sport. And luckily for us, he plays volleyball. And you know, I know at times he didn't get to play as much as he would have liked, but when he did get a chance to play, he added a lot of fire to the team chemistry. And he did that in practice, he did that when he had a chance to play, and he was, I'm sure at times, I would ask Tim or Joey, and, you know, what do you think about playing with Watkins? And they'd say, I love it, because he's fired up to play. He's really happy to be on the court, and when he does something well, he celebrates. You know what you're going to get out of this kid. And love him for that. Look forward to having him on the team again next year, and that's Johnny Watkins. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Scholar athlete, Ian. Ian, at the beginning of the year, I asked Ian what he thought about playing time and how much he was going to play. And he said, well, you know, I think he can play. I think he can help. And I asked him, I said, do you think you could play outside hitter at this level in the Sunset League and be good at it? And actually help us to win some matches. And he said, yeah, I think I can do it. And at that point, I kind of questioned him, but I think now seeing him play, I believe him. I think he's somebody who did a great job when he had an opportunity. When Michael got hurt in the car accident, Ian, I told Ian, you're starting against Mater Dei, who was one of the top 10 teams in the county this year at Mater Dei. They wanted some revenge from last year, and he played great. I mean, played with a bunch of fire, blocked a couple balls, put balls down, and you know, he jumps really well. Arm swing needs a little work, but passes the ball really well. And I think his desire just to be good at the sport and excel at it is what's going to help him to get through next year and getting a fair amount of playing time on this team. He did a great job for us when he had an opportunity to play. I I look forward to seeing him play next year. He's a great kid, and he's definitely going to help us, I think, in the future. It's Ian. Tyler Clark. Okay. Tyler Clark, junior outside hitter. Again, at the beginning of the year, I didn't think he was going to play very much, but I put him on varsity. And to my surprise, he played a lot more than I thought he was going to play, and probably a lot more than he thought he was going to play. He, at the beginning of the year, I didn't think he was going to do a whole lot for us, and I kind of said, well, JV, varsity, what do I do with you? And he goes, please put me on varsity, coach. And I said, okay, but I can't promise anything as far as playing time goes. And he just improved a ton, and it was easy to see him practice. About halfway through the year, I looked at Mark, and I said, this kid's improving, and I think he's getting pretty good, and we're going to have to start playing him. And sure enough, with the injuries that we had, he got a lot of playing time. And with that playing time came maturity, his passing developed, and he got better, his blocking got better, his arm swinging a little bit better, he was swinging a little bit harder, a little bit faster, he put the balls away, and his jump serve got better. He just improved a ton this year. He did a great job for us. I definitely think he's got a good shot at competing on the outside next year on the varsity, and look forward to seeing him develop into an even better player next year. And that's Tyler Clark. Cameron DeLay. Cameron DeLay. Great, super duper kid. And if it's playing defense, which he did a lot for us, I think he played almost every match for us this year, pretty close to every match. And if it wasn't as a setter, it was as a DS. And there was times too when early in the year, we got some pretty smart kids on this team. I think he's a scholar athlete as well. Was Tim Cutnick came up to me and said, Cameron going to play defense this game? And he probably did it more than once. And I think it was because he was concerned that, hey, he gives us the best chance to win as far as his defense. His defense is incredible. He made some of the best digs in practice, and it was not just like every other day. It was every day. He plays great defense. He's a good setter, and he's definitely somebody who I know will help us next year if it's setting, if it's playing DS. I know he's playing libero on his club team, I heard. So. And just a super duper kid. I look forward to having Cameron on the team next year and helping us to win a lot of matches. Dohrman. Another solid athlete with a sweet shirt. Dohrman, gosh. Middle blocker this year, I've been bugging him last couple of years, his freshman and sophomore year, to play club, and finally he went and did it this year, and I think it helped a lot in the fall, him playing club, because he came out and he just had a different type of confidence that he had before. Before he's kind of confident about just, hey, I'm Dohrman, whatever. Look at him, you know what I'm talking about. But this year, he developed some confidence for playing volleyball, and I don't think it was confidence that he had in the past. And I told him early in the year, I said, look, I know you've played middle and you haven't played a lot of club, but I'm doing you a huge favor. I'm hiring Mark Levin who played middle at UCLA. And I tell you what, it worked out in our favor, in his favor, because Mark coached him every day, extremely hard. Loves him because he's a very coachable kid, listens and works really hard. He's a great athlete. I think he's somebody who's going to be phenomenal next year for us. I would be surprised if he's not one of the best middles in the county next year, in the Sunset League as well. I hope he will go play club in the fall. Okay, good. He says he's going to, and so does his mother. So if he does that, I really see nothing holding him back from being, like I said, one of the best middle blockers in the county next year. And he'll get a lot of attention, and that's not just because of how good he is, but also his personality. He's hard to, not pay attention to because he's got that goatee, and and he's just loud and fired up and anxious to be on the court and just be good at the sport he is, and that's Josh Dohrman.